Okay, guys, getting data for the Connecticut bridge dealing with Figg being the CEI. It's not 100% locked in yet, just so you guys know. Let me just get you some background here real quickly. Arrigoni Bridge, you can Google it. They've got a $40+ million project they need to get done. Right now, wrong tab. Right now, Figg Bridge is the lead for the inspection to get the contract. When I say to get the contract, it looks like they already have it, but that's not quite true yet. John Lender, Department of Inspection contract for the Arrigoni Bridge goes to group that did design work for the Florida pedestrian bridge that collapsed. It says the inspection contract goes to the group. All right, so it didn't quite go there yet. Let me put you up to speed with that. I blocked some stuff here. It's whited out. You guys can't see it's whited out. Some information here and here and here. All right. Since this contract has not been executed yet, the document requested in bullet 4 below is not public information at this time. However, enclosed for your information is a copy of the letter used to solicit responses from firms interested in this assignment. Within this letter is a list of criteria which the firms were required to possess. This is the only piece of information I can release at this time. This is dealing with that. All right, so there's other information too. Other information regarding the actual bridge repairs and condition reports are the responsibility of a different unit in the department and will be forwarded separately. So I'm getting different data. I am the point person for the yeah, I left off some stuff here because it's his contact information. I was leaving it off. So this is the part of the email, March 19th, 2019. Remember, that's like the anniversary. 4 days have passed the anniversary of the bridge collapse, and here we are, in a court date, court case, etc. But Figg is proceeding with this in their own good faith, proceeding to now be a bridge inspector for Connecticut Department of Transportation. Yet they could not even determine their own load paths of their own structure that failed within hours after they gave a report of how stable it was. So within hours of stating how stable the bridge is, that it's okay, not a safety concern, it collapsed and kills 6. How can Connecticut, in good faith, go forward with that? Go forward with this? This is just ridiculous. There's a thing about the public that they lose faith in certain designs. For example, there's a bridge with the 2 eye bars. You guys know the Mothman movie? Well, that bridge there, if you guys know which bridge it is, I'm sort of giving a hint for some of you guys to know which one we're talking about. It's dealing with a color, possibly a color silver, but it had another span that crossed the river that was of the same design, and they speculated the bridge was okay, it could be repaired, but because of the previous bridge collapsing and killing, they said, oh no, the public just lost confidence in a design, that it's best just to go ahead and trash it. Well, how could you even consider Figg engineering with the same basis that the public would not like this company representing them on bridges? I mean, who would make the choice as a general public? Would any of you say, oh yeah, I'd hire them after their bridge just killed 6 within hours after the chief engineer states and partner of the company states that it's safe, no issues, and it was 100% their design. If they can't understand the load path of their own design and how it would fail, how can they understand the load path of another structure? I mean, you just lost all credibility. Now I'm going to go through this document for you, and that screen's been paused long enough. And I'm going to pause each screen because frankly, I don't feel like giving you a link to figure out how to load it up, etc. So there's your pause, and you can pause and read, and I'll stop. I'll overlap. And there's your pause for your computer to catch up. And here's your pause again. This is the document stating as you saw what they need to do. Here's your pause again. And coming on to maybe a final pause. Nope, one more. Yeah, that's the final pause. The rest has the engineer's information, part of the engineer's information on here. And it is released to me to share with the public. I don't know what point that serves to share their name. I mean, of course, I could come up with a point that you guys could then say this person's responsible, that they're the, at this point, I don't see where that's doing anything besides personal attack at that point. So I'm going to leave off the rest of this document. Let me work on that. Let me pause the video. Give one more thought on that before I make that a conclusive file for this time. Okay, I think after reviewing, I paused for a while, and after reviewing the emails that I have, and possibly the intent, that this is significant. All letters of interest shall be addressed to David, the professional engineer there at the Connecticut Department of Transportation. So if you guys do want to object, it's time. You can get your information there. Here's a phone number also. You can go ahead and use it if you like. If you want to object to this, I think it's relevant to that point, because at this point, it has not been rewarded yet. And this is an engineer that could say we need to reverse our gears on it. So yeah, I find that very, very important. The engineer right here that you could talk to about that. Yeah, like I said, after looking at the emails, especially from the attorney of the whole shebang, I think that was the intent to put the direct data out there as such. All right, so. And this is part of a public request. So it's not blacked out, so you guys can have access to it too. All right, hope this is helpful. And again, it's just a matter of confidence. How could you in good faith use Figg engineering to do any bridge inspection? How could you do that in good faith? It hasn't, and especially it has not been determined exactly the cause of the collapse. So that's what they're probably saying. Might be their defense that, oh well, we might not be the ones at fault. Well, what do you guys think? Of course, they're at fault, right? That's what the courts are finding at this point. All that money payout.